Hello and welcome to Zack Attack with your host Zakleys. Today we're playing Star Citizen and I decided to take a tour around the galaxy as much as I can. It's pretty big and vast and all the stuff like that. So I thought it would be nice to take somebody along with me. And well, I'm just going to invite all of you guys. Feel free to smash the like button if you like the idea, and I'm going to try and cover as much as I can of the galaxy. Now, I'm not going to visit the whole planet, obviously, because they're like super big. They're supposedly scaled 1 to 1, and I'm just going to visit like one or two points of interest on each planet, maybe skip some moons, but I don't know. And it would be I very appreciate the comments, any comments from more experienced players, telling which places are worth visiting, what is more interesting than others. What can I skip entirely, like a boring moon with nothing on it or something like that? I appreciate any comment like that. At the beginning, let's read some words from developments. The words are actually, they wrote them 2 days ago. So I'm just going to read from their website. Hi everyone, Star Citizen has always been predicated on open. Sorry, I'm just going to play and read at the same time, so it might not be super easy. Star Citizen has always been predicated on open and transparent development. From day one, we vowed to share our progress with the community and open our doors to present the journey of creating the best damn space sim ever. Yeah, that's nice. In the early days, that was much easier when we were only one studio with a small group of developers. Where the hell am I supposed to? Yeah, over there. But as we've grown and expanded, so too have the challenges in showing our team and our work in a timely manner without disrupting the actual development itself. Right? So stop complaining, guys. You've seen us adapt to continue to show you our development progress. In the early days, we spoke more and had less game to show. As the Star Citizen Persistent Universe Alpha became ready to show, and you could check out and test our progress yourself, we spoke less and let the game speak more. Love it. But when you are literally doing what no one has ever done before and charting new territory and creating a universe of unprecedented scale and fidelity, there is no ready playbook, and the reality is it takes time. Guys, I feel like they have to defend themselves for making something super awesome, you know? But that's what it is. The community is upset that they are not delivering anything on time, so they have to literally defend themselves. Guys, just, I mean, I understand. There are some people that are very impatient and they want this game already to be done and playable, and I want that too, but I don't want to rush anything. If it's going to be unfinished or something, just let them work. That being said, we're going to take a travel around the galaxy. For those who didn't realize yet, I like walking because I'm a role-playing gamer. I've been playing games since, oh my god, 97, I think. I've played a lot of the MMOs, played a lot of MMOs, starting with World of Warcraft. Obviously, I've spent thousands and thousands of hours in World of Warcraft and other MMOs. So, well, guys, I know what I'm talking about when I'm looking for something different, for something that gives you more. And what the best thing about this game is immersion. The full immersion to your character every time you log in, you wake up. I've said that before in my previous video. Not everybody might have seen it, but I'm going to repeat it pretty often because the immersion in this game is amazing. I've never felt that before in any game before, in any MMO before. Because, oh my god, people will comment that has been single player games with the same immersion, with the same graphics and blah blah blah. Yes, I agree. Okay. I'm not going to dispute that, but this is a MMO. This is supposed to be a massive multiplayer online game, for a lot of people. I know it's only 50 people on the server right now, but it's not going to be like that forever. We're going to have thousands and thousands of people on one server, and then the game will become less empty, because that are a lot of complaints that the game is empty. There's nothing happening right now. Okay, guys, they just hired a new team for creating creatures, AI for those creatures. Just be patient and give them time. By the way, you can buy that buggy, but I don't think you can buy it over here. But you can have ground vehicles in this game also, man. It's great. It's great. Anyway, right now, let's take a look at map. Let's take a look. We're at Everest Harbor, and Everest Harbor is in Hurston space. And Hurston apparently is like the beginner place for some reason. I found it out from a YouTuber. Sorry, let me check that name quickly. Sorry for being unprepared, but actually, I've watched quite a few videos from this guy before actually making a decision on my own to buy this game, and I recommend. I will actually put a link in description to this to his work. Hang on a second, please. Bear with me. I'm sorry. I had his name in memory, but my memory fails when it comes to names. It's much better when it comes to. Well, never mind. I'll link his video in the description. But basically, he explains that Hurston is a place for new players, which I'm not sure where he gathered that from, because the game has no tutorial or it doesn't say anywhere. But there are more experienced players in this game than I am. They have been playing this game for a couple of years now, actually, and I've just started like a week ago or something. So I'm just listening to the guys that know what they're saying right now, and they are saying go to Hurston. This is like a beginner place for beginners, so let's just start here. Apparently, the space around it is easier. If you're going for a space combat, it's easier. So we're going to start with that. And this is like the planet Hurston, right? And all you can see over here is the POIs, so the points of interest of the planet. So if you see a circle like that, I'm pretty sure that means it's going to be like the main city of every planet. It's like the capital. So we're gonna start with that, but you cannot set route before you go to your ship. But before we go there, I'm just going to show you how the harbor works, because most of them has the similar layout. So after you wake up, you go to lobby. You see this buggy. You can go up here. You can do some shopping, and I mean like the regular clothes shopping, the street clothes. Casaba is a shop with more fancy clothes, like suits, you may say. It's kind of a suit, or like dress shoes and stuff like that. So it's like a more of a fancy. But you can get like more urban clothes in different places. I'm sorry, I had a little power surge, but we're back now. And as I was saying, different locations offer a different variety of items to purchase, and that doesn't account only clothes, but also like armor, weapon, upgrades for your ship, and things like that. So pretty much basically everything you can purchase in this game. Some of the stuff has common locations, but some of the stuff are unique to different locations, apparently. And I will put a link in description. There is a website that if you select an item, it will tell you where to go to purchase it. I will find the website and I will give you a link to it. There's also a website that you can select a starship that you like, put different types of weapons on it, and see how much DPS and basically how better it will perform with some upgrades before purchasing those upgrades. And this is a shop with ship upgrades, actually. That's why I'm mentioning it, and I will also put a link in the description for it. And by the way, the guy I was mentioning, his name is Morphologist, and I recommend watching movies, videos from this guy. If you wanna watch some beginners tips, if you wanna find out if this game is for you or not, if you need some additional help with that decision. So yeah, this guy is pretty nice, and I will put a link to the beginner's guide to his movie in the description as well. Now let's keep going. From here on out, we're going to go to get to our ship, because without that, I can't really do more. But as you might have seen, and I have mentioned that before, I really don't like to rush anywhere. I mean, even this trash can is amazing. Everything is great in this game. You see the pile of flora and stuff like that. So, yeah, the foliage. Everything is nice. So I don't like to run. But if you, this is pretty cool thing about this game actually. Um, if you like running, if you like walking, if you want to change the speed of your character's movement, um, the controls are overwhelming. I mean, I am a type of guy that likes to go into settings and change controls to his favorite in pretty much every game. But when I got into this game and I saw the list of controls, I was like, okay, maybe I'll just learn them. After a while, I pretty much, well, let me show you what I'm talking about. You're going to options, you're going to key bindings. At first, it will show you, like, just like the thing for a controller, but for your keyboard. But that's only for a flight mode, and you need to change here, flight on foot, and blah blah blah. But if you want to actually map those keys on your own, you need to go to advanced control customization, and now you are losing your mind, right? So basically, but if you want, for a long time I couldn't figure out how to walk and how to run. And this is very cool thing about this game. If you want to walk, you just scroll your mouse down, and it has couple of speed paste. Actually, you can pick up a different paste for your walking. And right now, you're just like, you're walking super cool, nothing's happening. I'm just relaxing, And there are a couple of them. You can walk a little bit faster, like, okay, well, maybe we have something to do right now, and you can walk a little bit faster, like right now you're actually angry. You're walking with purpose. You have a purpose to do. You need to smash somebody's face, and maybe you need to hurry this thing up. So right now you obviously need to go to a toilet. So let's go quicker. Let's grab that toilet before it grabs us. And now you're actually going to combat. You need to be a little bit faster right now because you're going to combat. And even further, you can just, oh my god, you need to get the fuck out of here. So that's how it goes. Let's get back to something in the middle. Like, we do have stuff to do, but we're not angry. So, you got nice views everywhere. It doesn't matter if you're looking out. It doesn't matter if you're looking in. You got nice views at every angle. And the lightning in this game, oh my god, guys, the lightning. The blooms, the effects, the everything. The way how the light mixes and everything. So basically, this is like a relaxed area. There's not much to do in those harbors. It's like basic. You get some basic clothes, you get some basic upgrades, but you can pretty much sit on any chair, any bench, any couch in this game, which is pretty cool. So, you know, it has a huge role playing potential. You can just play with your friends and walk around and just exist in this world, and just role play in it. This is a great environment for role playing, and I seem to come to realize that more players right now, more and more players don't really care about role playing. They care about rushing through the game, seeing the ending as soon as they can, and then moving on to the next thing, because we are having a ton of new games right now. And honestly, in my opinion, most of them are becoming pretty boring pretty soon. Even if they're exciting at the beginning, they're becoming pretty boring pretty soon, especially if you are rushing through it. So, my advice to some players like me out there, don't rush through your games. Just enjoy them. Enjoy every step in the game, and roleplay a little more. So, let's go to our freelancer. We're gonna retrieve that. We're gonna find out where it's going to be delivered to. Pad 3. This is so cool about this game, You don't just spawn your vehicle like right next to it. You don't whistle for your horse and it appears from the forest or wherever. You need to call the ship and it will be delivered to either a hangar or a pad or whatever. You got garages for ground vehicles, obviously, and you need to wait ages for the elevator apparently, and then you need to go to that ship. So yeah, you need to do every step of the way. That's why the full immersion in this game. This is beautiful. But why the elevator is not coming? They may have a little lag maybe on the server side. Oh, there it was. Yeah, there was a little bit of lag. Okay, my memory is great but very short. What was it? Pad 3, Pad 2? Let's try Pad 3. Let's try Pad 3. I was somewhere around that area, right? Um, you know what? We're missing a little bit of that music in the elevator, like bloom, 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 bloom. Maybe Four Seasons by Vivaldi or something like that. I think, yeah, the Pad 3 should be okay. So we got our helmet on, and that's very important because we're going out to the zero gravity, no air, no atmosphere, no nothing. So you need to have, obviously, your armor and your helmet on. Otherwise, you will die very quickly. But it's very cool about this game. You got your street clothes and you got your armor, and everything seems to have purpose in this game, Everything seems to have purpose. And I just love the views. I can just take them all in. And if anybody would like to join me on that journey, for the next episodes and exploring new planets and more of the galaxy, I will post in the description. This will be a very long description, but I will also post a referral code because they have something as a referral program, which is obviously nothing new or um, they're not reinventing the wheel over here, but they are giving out 5,000 extra credits to a new player that will use that code, and the player that will give the code to another guy will receive some points apparently, and those points will transfer into some rewards. So if you think that you might enjoy this game and you use that referral code, then you will have your own referral code and you can pass it to another place, etc., etc. So maybe not much, but who will say no to some extra credits, right? Am I right? So I will put a referral code in the description. If anybody would like to join me, feel free to give me a friend request and we can travel through this universe together. But you need to be able to agree to walk around with me and breathe in every step on the way, all the views and everything you can. Where the fuck are the points of interest? So yeah, this game is awesome, but it has those little bugs like that. You sometimes, and they're back, It's nothing, deal breaking. And what the fuck? Oh Jesus Christ! Clear though. Let's try this again. Okay, I'm going to pretend it's not annoying. Lorville, no? What the fuck did I just... How can I cancel it then? How do I... Why don't I... Why can't I... What the hell? So yeah. Developers, please look into it. This is fucking annoying. But, as I said, nothing deal breaking. Let's just be patient. I'm an extremely patient guy. I can just. There we go. Capital. Set root. Set root. What the fuck? Is it? It's. Love it. Oh, wrong button. No problem. Remain. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. I'm going away. Fuck off. Don't. If you stand on the pad for a too long time and do nothing, they will want to recall your ship to whatever hangar or something, and you will be transported back to, like on foot somewhere. So, yeah, you can't delay that for too long. Anyway, we got our point selected now. We hit B, and that activates the quantum drive. And the quantum drive needs to do its calibration and shit like that, and blah blah blah. But once the progress is 100%, we hold the B again. Right? And it's super cool. Unfortunately, it's night. Why does it always have to be nighttime? I mean, the cycle is pretty long because the planet is pretty big, so it has to do its own spin, so yeah. It's not like 15 minutes and whoop, we got a daytime, and then 12 minutes and whoop, we got a nighttime, and whoop, and whatever. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I have to play from first person. I mean, not unfortunately. Either though I'm not a big fan of first person games, I always liked it to play from a third person. This game, I can really make an exception for it because well, first of all, you can see your body when you look down, and it's not just like a flying cloud, obviously, but because of things like that, you can't see all the controls or anything when you go to third person, and basically you lose the immersion and the connection with your character in the game. So, because of that, it's actually pretty nice, and you can see even your hands holding the steering wheel and everything, every button, all of those things makes this more realistic than any other game before. It's just, and it's much easier to drown into this world when it feels much more realistic and you feel much more connected to it, actually. So even the first person doesn't bother me that much in this game, and I'm starting really to appreciate it even though I still walk around a lot in third person because you can see more of the views and everything. It's so dark, guys. I'm afraid I might crash the ship because the landing in this game isn't super easy, and yeah, but I will try to do my best, but it's so damn dark. And yeah, whenever you approach any big city or harbor or in the space or whatever, you will need to call them and ask for a landing permission. This is actually really super cool because it's just like the real life, right? You need to call the flight tower and ask for the tell them which kind of a craft you are, and basically report yourself and ask them for a landing permission and everything like that. So all those little details, some people may call them time steal, but I'm telling you once again, those are the kind of players that like to that enjoy rushing through the game and reaching the end as soon as possible. And in my opinion, this is not the way to enjoy your games. Guys, you spend big bucks on your games. Enjoy them. Enjoy them while you can. Stop rushing through them. Unless it's, some people find it very a lot of fun because maybe it's intensive or something like that. I don't really play to stress out. I do enjoy playing because I like to relax in games instead of stressing out. So, oh, there it is. Now we need to ask for you see in comms, this option showed up. So we need to call them, ask for the permissions, and they should, there we go. Like a flight corridor opens that will and tell you exactly where to go to your landing pad. It's very helpful, really, especially when it's that dark. But, oh yeah, that being said, let's just take a moment here and take a look at this place, right? This is like some Blade Runner shit. Okay, take a look at how huge this building is, right? All of those little, the little ones are the skyscrapers, right? And this one is visible from space, basically, right? So that's the scale of this building. And well, obviously, I mean, obviously, this place reminds of Blade Runner, which is very nice because it's one of the greatest sci-fi movies ever, especially the first one. I mean, the second one, it's also very good, but yeah, but we're not here to discuss the games, the movies. But it's nice to find a referral because then you also it's ease up the immersion to the world. You know, if you know what I mean. If you like to role play that shit out, the immersion is super important. Yeah, guys, I need to focus right now because from that point on, I'm not sure where my landing pad is, and well, obviously it's somewhere around here. We should have an indicator. We should have an. Maybe I should just crash and wake up in a. No, we're not going to do that because that's not immersive, right? But I don't know where I'm supposed to land. So what the hell, game? Please. Oh, over there. Thank you. Thank you. Now, I can't see shit. Go, some lights. And as I said, it's not super easy. The ship is not very tiny. It's actually big enough to crash easily, if I may say so. Let's lower down the speed with the scrolling wheel, just like walking. You can up and down. If you can see the white line going up and down right now, that's the limit of your speed. So it's actually very helpful when you're doing very careful maneuvers and you're trying not to crash. Just lower down your speed. Don't use cruise control because there is cruise control in this game. And actually, at this point, the third-person camera helps because I'm supposed to land down there. And Jesus fucking Christ. Well, let's try. So with the control, you go down. WSAD is obvious, right? With the control, you go down. Try not to crash. I could be a little bit more straight, but for that I need to go like that, and I need to go like that. Perfect. Let's keep going down. Gear! Shit, gear! Landing. Landing successful. That's what I love to hear. Now you turn the engine on. No, actually, power off. To get out of your seat, or any seat basically, you can either use the functioning button, which I changed from F to something else on my mouse, and you can look for the exit, or you can press Y, the Y I left by default. And Y is basically leaving the place what you're sitting on right now. So if you're starting at bed, you can press Y. If you're sitting on a couch, you can press Y, etc., etc. And yeah, we're in Hurston, ladies and gentlemen. We're in Hurston. So, this is just a hangar bay. And that's what the best about this game. We haven't climbed the biggest mountain. We haven't reached any fancy, place or anything like that. We haven't achieved anything marvelous. Yet I feel like this place is already amazing on its own, and it's just a hangar. It's just a hangar. But that's the level of detail they're working with, they're working at. They just want everything to be polished down to the last detail. Absolutely everything. So, I have mentioned that in the previous video, but you can't really play active from the third person. Everything, first of all, your HUD is gone, right? You don't see anything. Your chat is gone. All of that actually is visible. It displays on your screen of the helmet. So if you take off your helmet and switch to like street clothes, for example, you will lose that HUD as well. But you need to take off the helmet to eat, for example, or anything like that. So it's not like you can walk around with the helmet all the time. We actually, the icon in the left lower corner shows the hydration is going down. There's a whole system about hydration and food in this game, and I'm not going to get into details into it. If you're interested, you can read about it. But all I can say, it's not as annoying as more. It's not like a survival game where you need to look for your food and your water all the time, and it takes like 60% of your game. No, no, no. Don't worry about it. It's just like when you eat up to 100%, which you can check over here. You see, I'm still 100%. I've been playing for like half an hour or something, uh, probably even more. I'm still have 100% of my food. The hydration is going down a little bit. I think it depends on how fast you move and stuff like that, right? You can burn your stamina faster, and you might need to hydrate more. Mm, I'm not entirely sure, but I think it works like that. So, um, there is no map in any city. Basically, what you see is what you get. You need to follow the indicators, right? And all the information that you can see over here, like elevators to hangars, but that's where we came from. Interplanetary. There will be airports. The airports are closed right now. Mm, but there will be airports and domestic. It's all closed right now, but it's work in progress. So yeah, you can't play actively from the third person. You can only use things from the first person. But I still like to walk around from a third person because even your character is breathtaking. All the details on the models, the textures, everything. Vantage rentals. I'm sorry. Uh, English is not my native language, so I apologize in advance for any mistakes I made. Thank you very much. Now, Vantage rentals are where you can rent your ship. The mm, amount of money over here you can see is a daily, so 24-hour rent. You can switch it to more days. You might think it's expensive, but the way it works, all the ships have different uh, roles. Okay, some of them are like mining, some of them are combat, some of them are whatever. They cost different because you can have like a light mining, you can have heavy mining and shit like that. And with a better ship that costs more, you can do more, you can make more money. I haven't tested it myself yet because I'm not that experienced, but from what I've heard, you can rent like the most expensive ship if you can afford it, and then make it will basically pay itself out in 1 hour of doing things with it, right? Doing missions with it, because you can do more advanced, heavier missions with it that will pay more. So you can make more money with those ships that cost more. Excuse me. That being said, you can also purchase that ship, but not at rentals. You can purchase the ships at in various planets, have various um, shops, saloons, whatever you call it, for your ships, right? You can, like, oh, okay. First of all, because as I stated before, I'm a role-playing guy. I'm not going to wear that heavy armor. I'm sweating like a whore in a church, so let's just take off the undersuit. You got this change pending over here, right? So you need to save changes, and you wait for that yellow exclamation mark to vanish with the changes pending, because if you exit too quickly, you might the changes won't apply, right? So sometimes it takes longer, sometimes it takes shorter. Right now it was super fast actually, and it worked as it should, right? Working as intended. So that's how it's supposed to work. As I said before, I still haven't touched too much of this game, so some of the things I may encounter, I might not know if it's a bug or if it's me doing something wrong. If there are more experienced players watching this video, feel free to comment if you see something that was out of the place, whatever it was. There you go. You got a new deal over here, and as before, let's take it from a third person. Unfortunately, it's night and you cannot see into the distance, but you can see we're outside already, right? We're not like inside. We came from an inside, we're outside here. I'm going to take you to those ships later, but over here. And how do you buy ship, you might ask? Because there will be no terminal in those places, or at least from what I've seen yet. Oh, there is a terminal. Shit, I must. Okay, so I'm just a noob, right? There is a terminal. Okay, I just didn't see it. But if you don't want to use a terminal, I mean, maybe you just want to take a look at the ship yourself. Again, from first person. You can either buy, right? It shows you in the left lower screen how much it costs. It costs way too much. And but you can enter a ship before actually buying it, and you can take a look at it if you will like it or not. Maybe it's a ship for you, maybe it's not. This obviously looks like a mining ship because it has like a large mine tool at the front. So yeah, you can look at those ships. The cheapest package that you buy the game with comes with either Aurora or the other one. The other one is for fighting. The Aurora is gives you more options basically, because you can fight with it as well, and it has a little bed inside so you can log out in space. It has a little cargo space so you can, for like packages, the delivery missions and things like that. So it's more versatile and you can basically do more stuff with it. So Aurora is a ship that you can pick with the first package, the least expensive package, which is already $45. Right. So for me, it was pretty much enough to test the game in alpha mode. But the more I play, the more convinced I am that the money won't go to waste. Uh, that being said, this isn't a very expensive ship, even though it's over 500 credits, but obviously it's not very expensive. I just love the look of it. I would like to save the money and get it. I'm not sure if it's a good ship. I might do some research on it because it might be 500 wasted money. But, you know, if you just go in and take a look at it, I mean,
We're sorry. You exceeded the allotted time to depart. Thank you. You'll have to return your ship to storage.
you can even put the power on. Obviously, you can fly away.
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for
There
your
are different manufacturers of the ships, and each manufacturer has a different like operational system in their ships, and each operational system has a different voice.
For your safety,
This has
please
like
vacate the
a
area.
very nice soothing lady voice, but take a look inside. I mean, even the wood panels over here, right? This is some kind of a luxury, like a Jaguar of spacecraft or something, with the passenger seat even. And I'm in love with it. So I'm not sure if it's a good ship or is it a bad ship. I will have it. If it's a bad ship, then I will buy it sometime later when I have some money to spare. But if it's a good ship, then whenever I come up with 500 something credits, I'll just go. Yeah. I'm loving the line over here, but this is not the main attraction. Let me just walk angry with the purpose now. Yeah, I have a purpose. I do have a purpose now to show you. Let's just, yeah. Let's give it a little bit more paste. That's the other ship that you can buy with the other cheapest package. It's called Mustang. Oh no, it's not the one because it's Mustang Beta, and I think the one you buy is Mustang Alpha. Well, it's from the Mustang line, but take a look at this, right? This is already pretty impressive, but take a look at that motherfucking hammerhead, motherfucker, motherfucker. This is like a, oh my god, and 12 million credits, 12 million. Now you understand why people purchase ships with real money, right? Because I mean, there are a lot of people complaining that this game is a money grabber and they have a lot of microtransactions because you can buy ships and blah 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 and it's pay to win. Oh Jesus Christ. Oh Jesus Christ. If somebody works their ass off and they don't have a time but they do have the money to spare, let them buy whatever they want to. I mean, who gives a fuck? You know? And if you can't afford the ship like that with your real money, obviously I can. I'm just going to grind it. And I will grind it. Mark my words, I will grind it. You can get inside. I could give you a whole tour about it, but it would take another 10 minutes. So let's just skip it. That was supposed to be about towns, not about ships. Maybe we'll get to that later. I'm promising I will make a tour around Hammerhead once I buy it. So yeah, donate, donate, guys, donate, and I will give you a video about Hammerhead. Hammerhead is probably the best ship you can buy in this game right now. It has plenty of turrets, and some of the turrets are actually manually steered in this game, just like Falcon Millennium from Star Wars. You know, it's just the same thing. You just pick up your. When it comes to the Hammerhead, I think he has like 4 manually operating turrets, or maybe even more. I'm not entirely sure what the fuck was that. The camera got stuck for a moment. So yeah, it's like it's a ship for you can't operate it on your own. I believe you need like at least 4 people to operate it, and if you want, you can even have more right for the turrets and stuff like that. In a third person, there is no full free look. With the mouse, the character will spin uh, with the view. You can only scroll up to a certain point, up and down, left and right, but up from there, the character will spin with the mouse. That being said, there is a button that you have to hold to have a free look in third person. There you go. You can look at your character from the front as well as from the back, as well as from up and down and wherever, but you need to hold the free look button. And when you let go of it, this is what happens. The camera freezes in one place and you can like move your head around. And that's very interesting. It doesn't go back to spinning up and down, left and right from his back. Even if I point it back to his back, right, the camera is stuck. I can move my head, which is pretty fun. But the camera doesn't really go up and down, back and left until I spin my character. Okay, right? But you got 2 third-person views. So what I do actually is, obviously, actively I play in first person. Then I use the other third person to take the free look, to use the free look button, and then I use the other one to just walk around, like further away from his face, further away from his back. This is an amazing view when it's a daytime, but still. Anyway, when I look at this, guys, when I look at this, I don't see just empty space with a nice view. I see a port like Mos Eisley, for example, from Star Wars again, because why not the Star Wars reference? When it's alive, when you got ships flying into, ships flying out of it, you got some maybe droids running around fixing other broken ships, some other people standing around looking at some tablets, and you know, I'm pretty sure that's what we're gonna get in time. Right now it's yes, it's just an empty space. But first of all, it's supposed to be a player-driven economy game. So they are aiming to have thousands of players in one server, and apparently the players are supposed to drive the economy of this game. And secondly, as I said before, they just hired a new team for creatures, and maybe this is the creature that this team will be responsible for developing regular NPCs in the game as well. You got a lost and found here that doesn't work yet, but it's a nice touch. With even with the little pink post-its here, it's a no touch, nice touch, right? No pun intended. Anyway, let's keep going. This video is getting pretty long, so I might speed the process a little bit. Let's walk with the purpose. Hey, hello. There's only 50 people in this whole galaxy, so it's nice to see another one running past by me, because it's not an often sight to meet somebody else. You got customs information. It doesn't work yet, but it's a nice touch, right? And you go through here with the magnificent lights. Everything is so pretty in this game. So pretty. So pretty. Even a place like that. And yes, a lot of it is copy paste. But because it's so fully detailed, you don't mind, right? A lot of things in our world are copy paste as well, like ATM machines, right? Every ATM machine is the same, but because it's such a high rendered quality, right? The graphics outside in the real world are very high rendered quality. We don't mind when it's copy paste, and it's coming to the same, right, with the games. Uh, this is the whole train line, okay, and yeah, we got trains and their work, and well, let's start with the business district. Shit, why not? Lorville Business District. See, and that's why I said I'm not going to visit whole planets, because holy shit, now we gotta. Oh my god.
Hurston security reserves the right to search.
But fortunately, we got here train arriving in 20 seconds. Fortunately, it doesn't take too long. What was I saying? Yeah, that's why I'm not going to visit the whole planet in every galaxy, in every star system, because that's a nice ripoff, right? Hammerhead. Yeah, we're not going to miss this one. You can even sit on a train, which is pretty grand, because why not? Should be able to, right? That's the immersion I'm talking about. That's the role-playing possibilities you can do in this game. Even when you just play with your friend and you take a train. Obviously, if you go to a train and you see an empty seat, you will sit on it. But for the sake of this video, I'm actually going to stand up, because let's take a look outside, and it's getting, or having a little bit of brisk there from the sun. Yeah, the sun is rising in like an hour or something. Well, I wish we could see a little bit more, but still, right? Isn't this exciting, guys? The whole city. For me, it is exciting. I know there will be a lot of skeptic people. They will say this is empty, you cannot go here, you cannot go there. Oh my god. I mean, if you want to, you can complain about everything in this world. I mean, you can find flaw in everything. So don't look for flaws, just look for the great things that already has been done, That approach in life helps a lot in every aspect. Let me tell you, this is not a tip just for this game. This is a tip for life. Just, don't look for flaws. Look for great things in everything. And let me out. Thank you. Let's take a moment to appreciate the view. Okay, the moment has passed. There are a lot of other views. It's like you can't. I mean, you want to appreciate every single detail, and you do at some point. You just want to take in all of it. Even those scratches on the surface. What the hell happened here? We don't know. We will never find out, but it looks awesome. Commerce line to Tisa spaceport. That's not where we're going, that's where we came from. We are going actually to this huge building, HD headquarters, head district, we don't know. Welcome to Central Business District. Thank you. I feel so welcomed. No red carpet, no. Oh, nice back. Hello. Man, it's crowded. It's like a second person in this planet already. But it's like I said, it's the beginning area, beginner's area, apparently. So, but this guy didn't look like a beginner. He had a very heavy armor with both weapons on, but well, he didn't look like a beginner, not by any all means. So, right now we're entering. I have no idea what, but let's find out. Right? It all looks great. It's the golden guy. A huge statue of a golden guy with a mustache. Very nice mustache. I wouldn't wear a mustache like that myself, but I appreciate people that do. The guy is golden. Where the hell are we? And what do we do here? I don't know, but that looks like a huge gun for a huge ship. Right? It's awesome. I'm thinking this might be. What the hell is it? I don't know. But everything is amazing. Again, if you'd like to traverse through this universe with me and explore more of the galaxy with me, feel free to give me a shout. Let's friend up, let's meet up, and let's do it. I will pass the referral code. Guys, I don't know where to go now. I'm not entirely familiar with the layout of the city. Showcase. Well, let's go here and let's see what's here. I would run, but I'm afraid I'm going to sweat. Nice lounge. Could relax there. I'm not gonna. Legacy. Blah 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 blah. No, yeah, we're not going to read that, but I'm sure it's meaningful. Whoa, another weapon. Is this like a shop for spaceship weapons? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There I see some panels. Right. Yes. Do I see some panels? Dedication. Blah 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 blah. Meaningful. Deep. Um. Yeah. Weaponry for the ships. So that's what it is. We can't afford it, and ain't nobody got time for that. do feel like you want to do some shopping when you see a shop like that. Shop at the shop at the shop. You know, it's not like just another shop in a gallery. It's something else. It's something else. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Okay, fine. I know. But just for you guys, I'm going to run a little so it doesn't get too boring. Because it seems like there's a lot of things to cover. A lot of ground to cover, I might even say. Commitment. Oh, I'm sure this is deep. Um, family. Wow, family. Tracing their lineage back for over 15 generations, Hurston Dynamics is one of the longest continuously operating family. But oh my God, do you seriously business into Empire today? Isn't that lovely? So it's a family business. Nice. It's like Rockefellers of this universe or something. Where will we land up if we go this direction? Hurston Dynamics and the whole history. I mean, it's nice, right? It's the whole thing that it's apparently they came up with the whole lore, and it's not just meaningless whatever stuff. Obviously, all this thing has a meaning. There's a lore. You can actually put some effort into finding out what all this means, and yeah, seems nice, right? Okay, I feel like we have to go back to the train to take a look at another district. So if only I can just, I think it was this way, right? Transit, yeah. Transit, yeah. Yeah, boy! We're gonna go to like more common district right now because this was obviously like VIP, some space shit, but just gonna go to some commons. And we're getting some daylight. Oh, this is not the way to go. We're getting some daylight now, and the view is becoming more and more impressive. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Um, Central line. Is this where we want to go? Central line to. I think so. But we came from there, so another train ran away. But fortunately, they're coming back pretty quickly. This is pretty impressive. I don't care what anybody else says. I don't care for if somebody says, but there's been games with the graphics like that before. Fine, but this is still pretty impressive. And if you don't agree, I mean, you're entitled to have your own opinion, obviously. But from what I'm seeing right now, I'm loving it. Loving it. And I don't mind. I have to take a train. I don't mind. I have to wait for a little bit because this is all part of this game. You know that's what's make it different from other games. You actually every action, every step requires you to actually perform it. Nothing happens automatically. Nothing happens on its own. You know, every action you need to perform it. Okay, we're just going to go to a common district, take a quick look, and this will be it about this planet, I'm guessing, because this video is getting pretty long. Right? Right? Yes, it does. I don't need you to answer. But I need you to take a look at this. Breathe in. Take a load of the. Oh my god, the fucking wall. Take a load of that. This is obviously some sort of industrial city with the building things. Hmm. Cranes, right? Cranes. Yes, that's the word. This is where we're going. I think I'm doing great when it comes to the direction we're supposed to be heading now. Exit, obviously we're going for that. The business district, that's where we came from. No thank you, it was awesome. Do your duty. Do your duty? Do your duty. Yep, you should always do your duty. The designers in this game, well, I'm not going to say they deserves a raise because they already got a lot of money from everybody. So just be happy with that. They don't deserve a raise. They already have a lot of money. They deserve to finish that shit. But they're true artists. They're true artists in my opinion. Even little shit like that, the triangle lights, this is art. Guys, I don't care what you say. This is art. This is pure art. Maybe not as purest form as music, because that's the purest form of art there is. But this is art, just like paintings, just like movies. Games are art. And they are doing really good job about it. I did not there. Restricted area. So not there. I came from over here, right? To 10, yeah. So we're going that direction. Workers district. Yeah. Yeah. That seems like a place for me. I'm a mere worker at the moment. Maybe not even that. I'm aspiring to be a worker. Right now I'm just explorer. Is there an explorer district? Maybe? Every district is explorer district, you fool. Excuse me. Okay, so yeah. Yeah. I know where I'm going. I've actually been here before. I haven't been in every spot of this place, this city, this planet, but I have been here in this place, so I can tell you a little bit about it. To the left, we got a shop with some clothing, but not only. Oh yeah, I got thirsty, right? I was thirsty, right? Yeah, and I could even eat something. That's great. That's great because you got a bar over here with apparently warm food, but I have no idea how to. You can't really interact with those NPCs yet, and he won't give you any warm food. But we got different drinks like fizzy drinks, cola, and a berry. We got some water. Let's have a cola. Could use some sugar. Could use some sugar. Give me some sugar, baby. Thank you. Let's drink it. And oh shit. Go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go to the light, go to the light. Take a look at his face when he's drinking a fizzy drink. He's actually squinting his eyes. It should go up to his nose. Now there should be a belch. Like, brr. And, I can't stress this enough. There should be trash cans in this game. You're forced to drop your trash on the floor, basically. What the fuck, it actually stayed. Nah, it vanishes after a while. If there was a trash can, I would use a trash can. This is a very cool shop where you can buy some nice clothing instead of, unlike Casaba that sells you boring, plain suits. You can actually buy some fancy pants here and another Mr. Fancy Pants with some fancy shoes and some fancy everything, right? So you can buy clothing like regular clothing in this shop. What's extremely important here, you can buy, you don't have to go to Levski, as Morphologist mentioned in his beginner tutorial guide. You don't have to go there. You can buy Greycut in many other places. The Greycut is a tool for mining, but you need the mining attachment or a cutter. you need the cutter attachment. Over here, you can also buy quick flare, which is like the glowing stick. You can buy med pens and oxy pens. Always remember to buy and carry as many oxy pens and med pens you can, as much as you can, and most of all, but you need to have your armor equipped. You can buy here water, and you can buy here MREs and energy bars. This is a very cool shop because it sells you everything you need for your journey, and even for like the moment, even if you just need a food or anything, just get to that shop and you get everything you need. It's my fucking favorite shop in the whole galaxy so far. So yeah, you can eat that bar. Obviously, let's eat it. And right now, as you can see, I can only drop inspect. So like, look at it. You can place it, and you can select basically a spot where to place it, and you can eat it. But when you're in your armor and you have some inventory space, you can also stow it. Stow it, right? And always remember to have like one or two energy bars with you and one or two waters. Um, because as I mentioned before, the stuff runs out, goes down pretty slow. But if you want to travel around for a couple of hours, it's nice to have some spare. That being said, except the regular clothes, you can also purchase armor in this shop. Not a weapon, but armor. I think. Yeah, there was a different shop for a weapon, and I will search my brain to try and figure out where it was. I just realized I still need some drink. I thought the fizzy drink will be enough, but obviously it wasn't. So let's drink some water. Let's just have some water. Buy that water. It's really nice that he grabs the item, you know. I know he didn't touch the cork while unscrewing it, but like I said before, don't look for flaws and everything. It's very nice that you actually drink water, you know, and you see the capacity of the bottle is running down. You can actually drink half of it if you want, and if you have the inventory space, you can store the rest of the bottle because you can obviously screw it back on, unlike the fuzzy drinky cans, which you can just drink the whole thing at once, and that's pretty much it. Uh, I, this is obviously a train line, but honestly, I don't think it. I think it's just for show, just to make the world more living, because I don't think this train line actually works yet. I'm not sure if it will work ever. This is a very common bug. Those people were supposed to be sitting on those chairs, but instead they're like, you know, creepy standing. Like that's it's weird. It's a little weird. You know, I'm not going to lie. It's a little weird. But whatever. It's an alpha. I remind you every time. This is still an alpha, and yes, I know it has been an alpha for many years now. Yes, I know it should be in a beta right now, but I read the statement from developers at the beginning of this video. Just guys, just give them time. Just let's not complain. Let's be happy with what we already have. And I'm pretty sure it's heading in the right direction. This looks like by the way, we're entering a bar right now. There's there's like a regular bar with more people standing on their chairs because apparently they have been punished for something and they cannot be sitting on the chairs. They have to stand. They have to stand. This is like a Blair Witch Project, but instead of standing in a corner, you have to stand on your chair like lifeless, and that's how you yeah. You can't order drinks from the bartender yet. Soon will be able to. You can't play pool yet. Maybe you will at some point. Whatever. You know, it works nice. It's nice to have a bar, even though it doesn't work yet. But you can meet some friends here. I've even seen some sort of a thing like a restaurant and a bar and a different the Arc Corp. I will make another tour. My first video was in Arc Corp. I will make another video in Arc Corp with the more detailed tour because again that was my first time there and I wasn't really sure where I was going. So I will try and make another video about that. Um, fine, fine. I will speed up the pace. I don't know what this is. Reclamation disposal. It's nice, even this trashy place like that, you can really see, it feels like it's been worn down, it's been trashed, it's been used. Whoa, that looks like a uh, parts for a ship, upgrades for ship, or maybe not. This thing here, this is like a terminal for packages. If you want to deliver or take a package, if you take a contract for delivery, right? Apparently, you pick up the package from here. I actually haven't did any delivery yet, but those are the terminals for packages. You deliver and take packages from that kind of terminal. Um, you don't necessarily have to run all the way over here. Most of those terminals happen to be somewhere closer to the spaceport itself. But as I said before, I'm not an expert in that subject yet. Yet! All of those things in this game. This doesn't work yet. That doesn't work yet. I'm pretty sure most of the things just require some time. And it's just a matter of time. Yes, we're walking angry with the purpose. Let's just speed up the pace a little bit. But the lights, the smoke, the ambience, the everything, it's a pain to run, but whatever. Mm, so yeah, we don't have a map. We need to use the terminals that shows us where to go. Another person. Hello. He had a rucksack, by the way. The armor you can buy with the rucksack. There are different kinds of armor: light, medium, heavy. Just like other games, they have different stages of protection. But obviously, the heaviest you will run slower and you will become tired quicker. Things like that. Obvious things, So it's nothing new, but it's nice that they are thinking about everything and that everything is implemented. This way we go to the metro center. So again, different lines for different stations. We got the spaceport and we got the perimeter line. Perimeter line. Shit, I've never taken the perimeter line. So let's just go ahead, take a look quicker over here. And let's just check the perimeter line. And oh yeah, this is one of my favorite places, because when you wake up in Hurston, I will take you all the way to the beginning. But I do like to take a minute and appreciate the views in this game. Take it or leave it. I'm going to do it. And excuse me very much. You wake up over there. This like residences, right? So living quarters. You wake up over there. You take an elevator to lobby, and you come from right. You can see the terminals for packages. They are spread around the whole city. These are the elevators for living quarters. You come from there, you wake up over there upstairs, you come from here, you go over there, you see the magnificent view, you drop your jaw, you pick up your jaw, you keep on going in this direction, and yeah, and the only directions I've taken so far was going to the shops and going to the spaceport. The business center the business district was new to me. There's an admin office over here. Admin office is what you need for trading. If you're looking for, there you go, another terminal like that. If you're looking for a trading and shipping console, you will find it at admin office. And when we get to the point where start trading, I will explain more about it. But if you're already at that point and you're looking for the trading stuff, it's always at admin office. Administration takes cover of that. If you go this way, you will eventually end up in the same place as we came from, right? That was the reclamation center, that was the bar. We actually run over there previously, and you can go here. This is the station we came from. This is the shop I told you about, right? We know this already. Let's move on. This is this. Isn't really anything yet, but it's still very cool, right? I don't think you can. Can you? Yeah, there's no controls for this elevator yet. This look like some workers only. Yeah, this looks like some sort of factory, maybe district or something. Panel that doesn't work. Oh, I guess we'll get to know more about this place later if it's going to mean anything at all. But it's still nice, you know, you can find alleys like that that doesn't necessarily lead you to anywhere or anything like that, but they make they give you this illusion basically of expanding cities. And I know people might say that for the scale of this planet, this city isn't that large, but you know the cities are randomly generated. They've only built one planet manually, and it took them more than 3 months. And then they came up with tool that will generate planets um, randomly, and they keep adding more to that algorithm. Sometimes you can see a closed off alley that will be open at some point with some additional things that are not available in the game yet itself, right? So uh, it could be a different experience for everybody, but I'm thinking once the planet is generated, it stays the same way generated, obviously. So the city, once you get to know it, it will be like that. Um, I haven't taken that line before, so I'm perimeter line east, perimeter. Okay, so it's the same thing, but perimeter line. No, sorry. From here you can get to different gates, and from different gates you can go outside the city. Great, so let me just show you that at the end of the video. There was, oh my goodness, we're going to miss another train. No! Hello, hello. Not entirely sure where will this take us to, but anyway, I think there are just different gates from obviously different mm, places of the city, from different sides of the city, which is going to go randomly to one of them and see what happens. Maybe I can call my ground vehicle. Oh, that's exciting. Maybe I can call my ground vehicle and show you my ground vehicle. That doesn't do much yet. It doesn't really have any roles. Like some ships got different roles, right? We've talked about that already. That's been covered. The vehicles will also have different roles. And I bought Cyclone. Cyclone? What's it called? Cyclone? I think, yeah. Cyclops? Cyclone? One of those size. I bought it. Anyway, for now it only looks cool. Okay, it doesn't really have any purpose, but it was really cheap. Unlike ships that are really expensive and you need like 500,000 credits or it, or a million or 12 million. For ground vehicles, the cheapest buggy that we saw at the port previously was like 5,000, I think, and the one I bought was 23,000. But it's just a base vehicle, and on top of it, you will be able in the future to put different modules: a module for mining, a turret module for combat, etc., etc., things like that. So it has a module space. It's empty right now, but the vehicle was so cool and so cheap that I just decided I need to have it just for even even if it's just a quick ride. So yeah, I'll just take you outside the city and show you that you are really free to go in any direction you want in any planet. I'm not entirely sure about the city itself. Like, if you can see right this very building in front of us, I'm not sure if you can get there, honestly. We'll make another video about that, and I will try and land there with the smaller ship than a freelancer, because, but if you, there might be a case when you land in a spot that is not actually that is restricted area, the autopilot might engage on its own, like automatically, and it will push you to the um, direction where to the landing pads where you should actually land, instead of like in a random place in the on the planet. I think that's the way it works, because once I flew out of that corridor, right, that they show you when you're landing or taking off the planet. I once took a way out of that corridor, and the autopilot actually engaged on its own and forced me back to that corridor. So I think that's how they solved it. So you just cannot land wherever you want to in the city, but outside the city, you can pretty much put the
Now
spaceship
arriving, Lorville City.
anywhere at the surface
Please
of the
watch your
planet,
step
and
as
you
you
can
depart the
even
gateway.
park your ground vehicles inside the ships, providing the ships are large enough. And where the fuck is the floor? I'm not. What the fuck's. Okay, we're having a little lag here. Well, that's not great. That's not great. Okay, so with this failure, I'm going to leave you guys and leave it up to you if you want to. Yeah, this right now the problem is mm, the texture
Next
didn't load
stop,
in fully,
Lorville City
so the door
Station.
didn't open. If the door would open and if I'd step out of the cart, I would just. It's not like the texture is there, but it's invisible. It's there's nothing there. You would just, if you step out of the car, you would just fell through, possibly fell through the world, and then just basically wake up in a bed again. Um, and with that being said, I promise this is the very end, the last tip of this video. If you get to a new star system, do yourself a favor and land somewhere. Because if you die, you always wake up back in your bed. And if you go for like example for a bounty mission to a different star system, and you die during that bounty mission, you will wake up back in the bed you were previously sleeping on. So you don't have to go to the bed physically. It, the only thing you need to do is like land in like Hurston, Lorville, or land in a different like on ArcCorp when you're in their space, for example. Right? You get what I mean, right? You know what you mean. You know what I mean. Oh, whatever. It's been too long video already. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. Thank you for being so patient with me, and I encourage you to watch more of my videos. I will take a tour through the whole galaxy, or at least as much as I can. Again, thank you very much, guys, and bye bye.